Assalamu alaikum again, parents. I want to go over the Schoolway app now. And so this is Schoolway, and I want to just show you what it looks like. Please read through the how to subscribe link on the bottom of our website so you know how to subscribe for it. But it is really easy. You will put in your email address and you will set a password. Let me see if I can go to the play. It's kind of hard for me to do this and see what's going on my phone. But on the Play Store, I think you can just actually type in Schoolway, or School Connect is what it used to be called. Let me see, it still shows up as School Connect. Yes, and it's right up here, and you can install it. Mine's already there, so it just gives me the option to open it. But you install it, and then after you register with an email address and with your password, then it's going to ask you what district you need. Please search through the public. For some reason they put Peace Academy. Please search through all of the schools. You'll find Peace Academy there. Just type in Peace Academy and you'll find it. If you try to search for Peace in private, you won't find it there. Once you add or find Peace Academy and you add it, it will actually show up as one of your districts, Peace Academy. You can add other schools if you want to. But this way you've got Peace Academy School down here. Once you're in, you'll see that it's got some buttons on the top that you can rotate through, and that way you can find the information that you need. You've also got a quick way to find the weather. That way you know what the weather is. And you've got various buttons for our Facebook account, and it'll take you directly to the Facebook account from there. After Facebook, we've got a Twitter account, so you can also check our Twitter account. We've got our website under www, and so you can go there as well. Here's our website that we just went over in the last video. Of course, the mobile version of the website looks slightly different. Then you can call the school, and it says, do you want to leave the application and call? If you don't want to dial the number, you don't know it, if you've got the app, you open the app and there's a phone number and you can dial the school from right there. And the last is, do you want directions? If you don't know how to get to school or you forgot, you can always get a map and it will show you how to get there. Now you can hide all that information if you don't really care for it, and these are the notifications that have been pushed to the to our app. And so what will happen is if you've got this app downloaded on a device, every time we send a notification, you'll receive it kind of in the same place where if your kids have downloaded lots of games, you'll see a notification to update a game, etc. If you've got lots of apps, you usually know where you can see your notifications. If you don't happen to see that notification, don't worry. It will always be in here. So that way, if you miss something, you'll know that once you get into our app, you'll see it. So these were just some notifications that we sent out last year, and inshallah we will try to use this a little bit more this year. I wanted to go through some of our menu items up here. Now these menu items you can also find in the menu over here under district info, but it's just sometimes a little bit easier to use what's up here. The first one is a listing of all the teachers or staff. And right now we've just got the teacher with and some of these are last year's. We have to go through and actually update them. But you've got a teacher and you can email her immediately without having to know her email address. Of course, that information is on our website, but this is just a quicker way to get to what you need. So I can send her an email from right there, and I can send her whatever I need to. And these options vary according to what kind of phone you have. The second option would be courses. Now, right now I've got them set up as subjects. So it's going to be, if a teacher wants to send a notification, let's say Aman's teacher Sahela, wants to send a notice out about, oh, don't forget, let's say her science class is doing, I know he's doing a project over the weekend, so don't forget to buy your Play-Doh and do your project. If she wanted to send that message out, she could have, because maybe the kid didn't come home and tell you. So what you can do, oops, that was middle school. If you've got the notifications on for the particular class, if you've got the notifications on for 5th grade, then you'll see them right there if she sent something specifically. And so that's that. If she sent to the group of the class. Now, if she didn't send to the class, then another option would be and I'll show you that a little later. Our calendar is here also. It might take a little while to upload. Yeah, because these are files that are saved. So if you don't have access to the web page, but you've got this app, this is a file, so it should be available even if you don't have internet, but you can maximize it, minimize it, and you can also download it. There's a download button right down there. Okay, then next to that is our grade book, so you can access your kids' grades. The same one, you might have to maximize it again a little bit, and you can type in what you need to, and you'll be able to see their grades. The next one are just some links that might be important. I put Smart Tuition's link in there in case you don't forget. We've got some of our handbooks and policies and procedures in here. I know a lot of the middle school, high school teachers use Edmodo, so we've got a link to Edmodo there. And events, we don't have a link yet, but I will put one eventually. The next one is going to be clubs. Right now we don't have anything really set up for these, but aftercare, it's not really a club, but let's say Teacher Marissa wanted to communicate with what the kids were doing, or if there's an emergency, or if she wasn't able to be in and somebody's going to be subbing for her, or if she can't be there at all, she could, notify the parents. PTO can notify for meetings, etc. You can add, any other clubs, organizations, student council, math counts, whatever else we add. Those, the sponsor or the administrator of that group can communicate with parents or students this way as well. Athletics, I know we've started a soccer team. The coach, it's kind of the same thing. He can communicate with parents, and I've got this on, so anytime he sends us a notice, I will know. Multimedia, some of the same videos and our pictures I've also got here. So if you click on gallery images, it should take you to the web page for the gallery, and so you will be able to go through the pictures. And if I go back and I go to the morning assembly, now these videos are on YouTube, but they're unlisted, meaning unless anybody has a link, they can't see the video. So the only way somebody can watch these videos is through this app, or if you've got a link that you've shared. For example, like if I go to that video, I can't see the link because I'm in the app, but if I press share right here, then I can share with somebody anywhere I want to. There's that link. So you can share something if you want, but again, we didn't leave it open to the public completely. You have to go through a little bit. The video for the website tour and this app tour, I guess, are also on YouTube, and you can view them here as well. After this, let's go back again. And lunch menu is here as well. On this, I think it's in a week grid, and I just noticed it, and it's kind of cut off, and I can't minimize it, so I'll work on that. But you'll be able to see what the lunch menu was for the week, and there's today's. And if we go back, then we'll go to groups. Now we're going to use this a little bit differently. So once it's set up, I want this to be private conversations or notifications between teachers and parents. So nobody else would be able to see these. These are locked. For example, I have Amon's on, and I just tested some, so it says some silly stuff. And but these were his teachers last year, and so they could have communicated with me if there was an issue, or they just wanted to talk to me about something, just about Amon, not all of the students. And they can do that, and they can communicate with me that way. And I think I'm going to set the passwords to match your grade password. I'll talk to principal about this, but that way you just have to worry about knowing one password. And these were just some of the kids in this class last year, so I had kind of tested with them. And you would basically find what grade your child is in. If they're in elementary, middle school, or high school, you would find their name, and you would put in the password, and you can turn that group on. That way you can see that notification. So anytime you get a notification specifically from a teacher, you'll get it. And for your student, if anytime you see a notification for a whole class, you'll get it if you have it turned on in the courses. Anytime you want a club or an athletics department to communicate with you, you need to have those on. And so these are just ways for people to communicate with the teachers or the staff to communicate with parents, and for us to email them at least. The board is on here as well. Some of them have email addresses, some don't. If teachers and board members want to put their private phone numbers or anything, they can as well, and that way you can give them a call instead of emailing them. But this should get an email out to them if they've got it linked with their Peace Academy email. And last are the settings. One really good thing about this, again, you can add districts, or if you forgot it, or if you lost it, or you're changing phones, you can sometimes even, it'll let you update it from an old device because it'll have it saved. And so this is kind of when you would be setting up. I left it on all, and I'm just going to search Peace Academy. There's Peace Academy, and it says you must have at least one. I already have Peace Academy, so it won't let me add that again. But that's how you would find Peace, and it will be added. What's really important for, oh, here's where you can restore from another device. Languages, you can have it set to Arabic if you want. This doesn't change the message that we send to you into Arabic. It just changes all of their menu items and how they're communicating with you. For example, if I do that, they'll change how they're communicating with you into Arabic. But, oh shoot. Yes, okay, I got it back. And then you can edit your profile. This is me, and I'm a parent. And when you do sign up, it'll ask you if you're a parent, a student, an administrator. You can sign up for those roles as you please, because you won't be given administrative access unless unless the school gives it to you. So it's okay however you sign up for it. But all it does is it allows you to view the information, for example, student and parent information, from what they would expect that a student should be able to see and what a parent should be able to see. A little bit more information is disclosed to a parent. And then manage notifications is really nice, because this is how you can make sure you get all sorts of information from us all the time. What you need to do is you need to make sure you have our district on. If you don't like getting lots of notices, like you don't want to know when Donuts for Dad is, or you don't want to know anything from your kids' classes, and all you want to know are emergency notifications, you can turn that on, but everything else will be gone. But I like just to leave everything on from the school. Now, depending on what grade your child is in, Amon's in middle school, so I would leave that on. So if they ever have a notice just for middle school, for example, it's Spirit Day and middle schoolers have to wear this, there you go. Middle schoolers know what they need to know. Email, please put in 1 or up to 5 different emails of yours to receive a notification to. You will receive a confirmation email from them requesting that you activate the account, so please do that, otherwise you will not receive a notification. Anytime you get an email, it comes from Schoolway, but it'll have I think your child's name or the school's name in the subject, so you'll know what they're discussing. Text as well. This is nice. That way you can get a text immediately in case of an emergency or with whatever information you need. Put in 1 to how many ever phone numbers, and also pick who your provider is. And that way you will receive a text message regarding either your child, his class, what grade, what school he's going to, elementary, middle, or high, and then or full on whole school announcement. So those 3 things are very important. If you want to sign up for this, you can. Sometimes they just do it automatically. You don't have to. And so that's that. But this will really help the office communicate with you better, because you will for sure get all of the information you need this way. And I think that about wraps it up for what we wanted to talk about here. It's kind of a long, did I get everything? Yeah, we got settings and okay. So let me see if there's anything else here. No, and app settings for teachers and for administrators. I will give you an admin login, so that's what that's for. If you've got questions, parents, or anything else, just look through there. If you've got any other issues, it's really good to look at the little link I've got on the bottom of the website as to how to use it. They've got a lot of information there, and I will wrap that up. And let me know if you've got any questions. Email me at website@peaceacademytulsa.org, and that's it. Assalamu alaikum.